I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route. I leave an outline when I hit them. Spin move, end zone, let's go. Off the sideline on the touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go.
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo, trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here we go.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked by TJ.
Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, there was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
By
Kenneth Murray racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner.
Number 30.
The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. He hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just 1-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped off a few long jaunts as well.
And down he'll go at the 25.
James Conner, the ball carrier.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Going tough. They've got his man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Steeler 1st down.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Here's Conner. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
On the carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them a hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Complete to Juju Smith.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, 49ers nothing.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. counter. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
On the carry.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
21-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. And this.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
25-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and
2. Here's Hines. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. The 49ers are back within a score. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. Nick moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
First down, Steelers.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Eluding the pressure right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Here we go. I got you. Check 527. Check 527.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 17. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. He couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The second down pass.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And now due to a pair of time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. Just a yard of a pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide or protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Schuster.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 44-yard.
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 on the play. First down, Steelers.
They'll run here with Connor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On the run is Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 38-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 25-yard.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. Garoppolo, that'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now it's Hines. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On the delay, here's Hines. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
Third down.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Hines, and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 25-yard line.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off on the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
This is Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack the seat. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Making the catch, it's Winfrey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Niners on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Garoppolo on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Stephon Tuitt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The throw over the middle taken in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Winfrey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Down and 10.
On the quick handoff, the juice check. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there. Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through. I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Evan Coleman, the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Counter. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He will push his way down to about the 14.
And the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Conner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Conner. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Conner. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Conner. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Let's go, defense. Get up the field, defense.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Tonight, well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters,